High context and low context communication is another one that we saw a little bit in this exercise, and I know you have examples of this. A high context communicator, I learned this a lot in Latin America, will not say no. But they're communicating no to you all the time. Does that sound familiar? The idea is you should be reading all the nonverbal behavior because I am telling you no, but I will not use the language no. So I'm expecting you to be able to read my message. Others have a very precise, explicit precision on the language itself. So, and this is why contracts are so interesting. That there's a contract here, there's some words. Does that necessarily mean the true meaning of the arrangement, the agreement itself? I'm sure we've had some experiences of that. You probably have some great examples of high context and how crazy this can make you. I have one from an example from a colleague that I work with who was born in China, in Shanghai, and he came to the States and did a lot of business consulting, and he took one of his American consultants with him back to China to do some work. And while they were there, they went to see, Marco is his name, his father. And they had a very nice dinner, and they went into the living room, and on the coffee table, there was a newspaper open to an advertising for a big screen TV. And it was just laid there on the table after dinner. And before they went back to the hotel, Marco went over to the electronics store and bought a big screen TV. And the next morning they went back and he put it up on the wall in his father's house. And you're smiling, you know what's coming here. And his American friend said, well, why did you do that? He said, well, my father told me he wanted a TV. That's a high context communicator. It's very rude to tell you I want something, but you better be reading the tea leaves, as we say, right? So those of us who are very low context, we get crazy with these messages. How am I supposed to read all these nonverbals? It's impossible all the time. So that's another way we increase our ability to read the tea leaves we do a lot of work in nonverbal communication. And many of us are not aware of how much we are communicating it's like 70%, isn't it? That we are actually communicating nonverbally. In some cultures, national and corporate, we do a lot more of it.